Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. We also teach women how men think. I am your professor. This is my classroom. Class is in session. This is where we teach the tenets of Leykis 101. And to reiterate something we discussed on the program this week, and I think it needs to be incorporated into the 101 curriculum, it's one thing to go up to a woman and say, how would you like me to give you a shoulder rub or a neck rub or a back rub? But if you're trying to have sex with someone and she says, come on, give me a back rub first. I want you to give me a neck rub. I want you to rub my feet. Say no. Because that is filibustering. A woman who wants to have sex with you will simply have sex with you. Even if it's the delusional idea that she has to be warmed up first, and the way to get warmed up is by commanding you to do manual labor. The reality is, if she wanted to have sex with you, she would just jump right on top of you. And she wouldn't think twice about it. She'd ride you like a goddamn pony. So when she starts making those demands, foot rub, neck rub, back rub, shoulder rub, massage of any kind, say no. Now, we've talked on this program about filibustering. And you have to recognize when a woman is engaging in activities designed to stall off or completely screw up any possibility of sex happening in a given night. Some of the ways women do that: you're getting a girl nice and toasted there at the bar and you're ready to rock. Then she says, come on, let's find a dance club. Let's find a place we can stay up all night. There's an underground club. There's a rave. Let's go. Forget it. If she wanted to have sex with you, she would not want to keep going out hour after hour after hour. Think. Let's never forget our sense of purpose. Sex is war. We go on a date to get laid. We buy booze to loosen a woman's inhibitions and to feel good ourselves. We do not engage in the buzzkill. You're getting a woman liquored up to get her loosened up and to get her to do what you want her to do. There will be no late-night dancing, late-night underground clubs, no raves, no stopping off at Denny's for a Grand Slam breakfast, or to the 13 coins for some wonderful pan-fried oysters, I might say, but not when you're trying to get laid. I had a woman. I'd never forget this woman, and she knows who she is. And I will tell you her name, Nina. I know Nina is out there somewhere. I'd be out with Nina, and, it was on. At least it felt like it was on. We're drinking. We're playing pool. She's wearing no bra. She's got her blouse unbuttoned halfway down. Every time she leans over to put the 6 in the side pocket, I can see everything. It's wonderful brown breasts, those beautiful brown nipples. Oh, I could see everything just perfectly. The minute I was ready to get out of there, the minute closing time came along, this is what she would say. I need to go to Jack in the Box to get a vanilla shake and fries. And that meant we had to drive around looking for Jack in the Box. What about McDonald's? No. Burger King? No. Wendy's? No. Rallies? No. In-N-Out? No. Got to be Jack in the Box. And at first, like an idiot, I'm driving around Hollywood looking for Jack in the Box. Yes, I know where Jack in the Box is, but I didn't until Nina had these late-night cravings I had to help her satisfy. So, of course, once her mouth is full of grease and sugar and milk fat By the way, the worst breath anybody has when they've been ingesting milk products about a half hour later. That milk does the same thing in your stomach it would do in a garbage can, you know. So then after she was all greasy and smelled like spoiled milk, well, she would not want to have sex like that. It's called filibustering. One woman I dated insisted, 3 in the morning, you're out boozing. She insisted at stopping. I'll tell you the place. Anybody who lives in L.A. knows these places I'm talking about. Again, Hollywood or Fairfax District in this case. She wanted to pull over to Damiano's Mr. Pizza on Fairfax Avenue in Los Angeles. She wanted to pull over and get a pizza. I mean, you're boozing. You're buzzing. You're hot. You need sex. Now you have to stop at the pizza place and wait 20 minutes for them to make a pie, then pay for it, and drive the rest of the way home, then rummage through the cabinets for some plates. Oh, yeah, no, you couldn't just eat it out of the box. You had to put it on plates. This is somebody telling you they're not interested in you. This is somebody telling you that sex is not a priority. Now, I'm not saying people don't get hungry. Women who want to have sex with you, they eat early in the evening or while the evening is in progress. At the end of the evening, when you're finishing off your last drink or your last toke or whatever, it's time for sex. That's when it's time. You do not indulge any of these stupid whims. The minute a woman says, let's eat, let's dance, let's stay up all night, let's go to an underground club, let's drive around, whatever they say, you just tell her, you know what, I got to get up early in the morning. You drop her off somewhere and you go home. Don't humiliate yourself. Don't let her succeed in ruining that evening. Put it this way, she's ruining it anyway. You just get out of that situation. It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. We also teach women how men think. Toll free at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's 1-800-5800-866. And if you need to learn how to avoid commitment, avoid relationships, avoid marriage, if you're just looking for sex, you don't want to spend money or waste time listening to her blathering on about nothing, you've come to the right place. Also, if you want to get it on with your professor, if you're angry about anything your professor has taught here in the classroom, this evening or any other time, now's the time to have an out-and-out, balls-to-the-wall classroom discussion with me,
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
He says, you haven't had any backbone the entire time we've been together. And I said, you know what? It's time that I started acting like a man and show some balls, and I'm dumping you. And I have you to thank.
Oh, I love that. It's Leykis 101 on the Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Leykis 101, I am your professor. It's Ross on the Tom Leykis Show.
Yes. Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Okay.
Well, it started Saturday afternoon. Me and my girlfriend, we have a long-distance relationship.
All right, wait. How old are you?
I'm 20.
All right, strike one and strike two. Go ahead.
Okay.
There is no such thing as a long-distance relationship.
Okay. So we started dating. She was out here in Riverside and going to school and stuff. And so we met and, we started dating for a few months and whatnot. And then her job transferred her out to the University of Utah.
Right.
Where she is now the assistant director of cash and sales operations. And so Friday night we were talking online like we do a lot of the times when cell phones aren't working or when someone's busy, whatnot. And for some reason, you know, she messaged me and she said, "Don't call me tomorrow morning or anytime because I want to sleep in as much as I can."
Yeah. What do you think that means?
You know, lots of people are telling me different things.
You know what it means.
Yeah, but I don't know that for sure. I mean, she doesn't seem like that type of.
What do you mean she doesn't seem like that type? She was that type with you. So she's only that way when she's with you. Is that right?
Well, that's how I would like it to be.
Yeah, I know. That's how you would like it to be. You know, I'd like Santa Claus to come down my chimney on December 24th. What do you think the odds are of that?
Not happening.
Right. Let's try to separate the way you would like things to be from the way things are.
Okay.
Whoever calls and says that.
Right.
Right. And by the way, doesn't she have voicemail or an answering machine?
Yes.
So you could leave a message.
Right.
Is she afraid that somebody else might hear you on the answering machine?
Well, see, she has two phones, and I sent her my free phone that I got with my cell phone plan, right. And she has her other cell phone.
Yeah. Why do you think? Oh, wait a minute. Why do you think that is?
What do I think? What is?
Why does she need two phones?
Well, she originally had her old phone, but
when she moved to Utah and started having sex with other guys, she didn't want you to see the phone bill.
Well, no, the bill started getting up to like $2,000 because
$2,000. What company are you with?
Yeah, no, hers. She's with Cell One, and we would talk for like 4 or 5 hours a day. Just straight, and it would run her bill up.
Wait a minute. Don't you have one of these plans like Sprint where you have PCS to PCS calling, you talk to other customers for free?
And that's why I gave her the phone, so we wouldn't have to, use anybody's minutes. We could just talk as long as we want without having a...
So what do you think she used the other phone for? Why does she still need to have the other phone?
Well, for her work.
Right. So the company that she works for pays for that phone?
Yes.
Well, how was she getting $2,000 bills?
Because she was when it was just me calling. When it was just when we didn't have the free phone. And so
wait. Now you're confusing. She had a phone that they gave her at her work in Utah.
Correct.
And she used the company phone to make $2,000 worth of calls to you, or receive $2,000 worth of calls from you every month.
Correct.
And so what, they threatened to fire her over it?
Well, they threatened to take a lot of that out of her paycheck, and so she couldn't afford it.
Right.
So then I was like, okay, I have a free phone with this Sprint phone. I'll just go ahead and send it to you. That way, it's free minutes. We can talk whenever we want, and we don't have to worry about, your work phone or anything like that. So that was the deal. We would call each other whenever, any time, doesn't matter. And
so she's got voicemail.
What's that?
She's got voicemail.
Correct. And text messaging.
Right.
And she doesn't. I text message her a lot of times, and she doesn't text message me back. And then when she calls, she's like, "Why are you always text messaging? People at work are getting pissed and stuff like that and whatnot." Mm-hmm.
How would anybody know she's getting a text message?
Probably from the ringer when you get a text message. You can
turn that off. You know what? I have a phone in front of me right now. In fact, somebody just called me. Could you hear it?
No.
No. So when I'm at work, I turn off the ringer.
Correct.
So can't she do that?
She could.
Is it possible that someone else is looking at her phone and can see your messages?
It could be possible.
Could be possible, couldn't it? Could be the guy who's having sex with her tomorrow night.
Interesting. So basically, I just didn't know what to do with this whole thing because...
What do you mean you don't know what to do with it?
Well...
There is no such thing as a long-distance relationship. When somebody has to move, it's time for you to develop a social life. You're not ever going to live in Utah.
Right. I'm not.
All right. I mean, it's a fantasy.
So basically, pretty much time to call this thing
Not pretty
off.
much time. It was time the minute she said she was moving. What do you think she's going to do? Sit at home drumming her fingers every night? Forever?
No.
Right. So what do you think she is going to do?
Try to move on with her life.
Right. Why do you think she's going to be sleeping so late on Saturday?
Because she had somebody stay with her Friday night.
Yeah. Her head is going to be hitting up against the headboard for hours, and she's going to need to get some rest. Get it in your head.
Got it.
Stop making yourself... By the way, what are you doing with a girlfriend at 20 years old?
I'm a sucker.
Yeah, I know. You are a sucker. So don't do it again.
I always find these girls that somehow they trick me with their evil thoughts.
Pal, you can have sex without having a girlfriend.
That's true.
So start doing that.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Ross.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Alex on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Father.
Hello, son.
Doctor, I have a problem.
Okay.
I seek help.
You what?
I'm seeking help.
What's the problem?
Girls, brother, women.
What is the problem?
Sorry about hesitating, brother, because one thing, brother, I found my father, man, which is you.
Yeah.
All right. There's a hyena, man. There's she got it good. I mean, picture perfect. She we're talking about extremely high level here.
Right.
No intelligence.
Uh-huh.
Just that little thing down below.
She's a hot bimbo.
No. She's a perfect dime, brother.
All right, so what's the problem?
I lost her. My next move.
Wait, this was a girlfriend?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing with a girlfriend at 22 years old, Alex?
I'm trying to make time, brother. Just trying to make time for them girls.
You can have sex without having a girlfriend.
Is that right?
You didn't know that?
Tom.
Yeah.
There's a couple of problems involved.
Like what?
Money.
What about money?
Well, she was working for some Irish man, some Irish guy.
Yeah.
She screwed him. He nailed her. She came up a couple of thousands. I mean, I'm talking about. I felt rich for my. I felt rich first time in my life. But she got caught.
How'd she get caught?
I mean, one day she just went in there. She didn't want to do anything with that fool, and she got caught. Cops got there. Okay, the whole nine.
Pal, you're all over the road here.
Embezzlement charges, and she's pulling me.
She's under charges of embezzlement at this company. So
yes,
she's been stealing money from this company.
Yes,
and she had sex with the owner.
She tampered with company funds. Yes.
All right, what does this have to do with you?
I was involved.
How are you involved?
She screwed me, brother. I mean, okay, look, I lost her. I want to tell you one thing, man. Just teach me a little bit more about these women, man.
I'm trying here, Alex. How did you get involved in her embezzling money? What did you do?
Well, I started cashing checks for her, man.
Why did you do that?
She started telling me, like, hey, I need some money. I run the company. I was like, cool, cash these checks. I'm talking about $1,000 checks. Okay? And then I did her a favor, and then, she turns around and she just gives it to me.
Why did you do that?
It was money, man. I'm talking about like 30 G's, bro.
Yeah, well,
30 G's.
pal, it's a crime.
Yeah, I understand. But
did you understand it when you were doing it?
No.
You didn't know that? You thought that was legal? You thought it was legal?
She told me she owned the company, brother. She told me, this is all me.
All right, so she lied to you and told you she owned the company?
Yes.
All right, now have the police or anybody contacted you?
Oh, yeah, but you see, I'm not liable. I mean, the detective himself told me he just kicked back and denied because she lied. I mean, I never worked for that company whatsoever. And the guy was supposedly seen from, I mean, I never even met him.
All right. So you're not in trouble?
No, sir.
All right. So what's the problem?
What should I do, brother?
Pal.
I mean, I got back with her.
Pal, she's banging this.
Look, she went to New Jersey, and after she was gone for a whole month. Last thing I told her, I was like, hey, don't forget to get, don't
Pal,
forget to get laid.
this is a manifestly dishonest person. Do you understand that?
She turns around and just
you cannot expect a criminal who is inherently dishonest to be loyal to you.
But, I mean, everything started, man, from right there.
But
she started, even...
It started before... It started before you knew it started. Do you understand that? It started before you ever paid any attention. You were so much in lust. You were thinking so much with the little head, pal. You couldn't see it started a long time ago. You just got into the game. This is not your girlfriend. This is a criminal.
This is a setup.
Fine. So it's...
Look, every time, dog, she's around, man, all the time. I can't get rid of her. She gets up to my parents way before I could even say anything, if I'm even pissed off or anything like that.
What do you mean? It's done. It's over. It's over. If she won't stop coming around, get a protective order. It's done. Stalking is illegal in California. Tom, you call the police and be done with it.
She pulled out with this here saying, you don't love me because you didn't go to court that one day. I was like, why?
Pal, yeah, you know what? This is all irrelevant. Let's get down to the bottom line. This is not a relationship. This is not a relationship. Say it after me. This is not a relationship.
This ain't it, brother.
Say it.
This is not a relationship, doctor.
It is not a relationship. And so you are not going to answer the door, answer the phone. You're not going to respond to anything she says. You're going to do your best not to hear what she said.
Do I put myself in a position when I could tell you that I still have feelings?
You're an idiot if you have feelings for someone who is dishonest and tried to pull you into her criminal scheme.
She worked them, man.
Pal, look, you have a life lesson you're learning here, okay? She used you. Be done with it. Consider it a lesson learned, because you must realize she is a dishonest person.
Look, that's the second hyena that I lost in my life. I got scars.
We all do.
Have scars.
Fuck up. We all have scars. We've all been hurt. We've all been used. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You're not the only one. We've all been there. Instead of being a little baby, instead of being a little whiner, how about you stand up and say, you know what? I just learned something. I just became an adult. We've all been hurt like that. Me included.
Look at you, doctor.
Look where I am today. The women who hurt me will have to live with hearing the sound of my voice and seeing my picture on billboards and watching me on TV and seeing my name in the newspaper for the rest of their lives. They will not be able to get away from me. I won. So instead of feeling sorry for yourself, make women like that sorry that they abused you by living a great life and being better than they are.
One thing, there was many drugs involved.
Are you a drug addict?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have a place to go for help with that?
No. I went to my counselor in high school. They wouldn't help. I went up to my parents. They're there. My brother and my families, I mean, my peoples, no, they're not around. I mean, I sure doubt if I go...
If I can find you somebody who can get you help for your drug problem, will you go?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Yes? There's someone listening right now who's in this area, because you're calling from L.A., and that's where I am, there's somebody out there who will volunteer to help you. Will you take the help?
Yes, sir.
All right. Alex,
one thing, Tom, be advised, there is a new drug out there, and you can't say no.
Alex?
It's a scent.
All right. Look, you're going to discuss this with someone who's going to help you. Okay?
What's up, Tom, about this one girl? Just give it like the last... I'm sorry, the last opportunity, hump and dump, or what's going on?
No, you're done, Alex. You're done with this. Done.
No more meetings?
No. You're going to hold on, and Dean is going to get your name and phone number. And the only reason he's going to get your name and phone number is because we're going to find somebody out. Someone's going to call in L.A. What part of L.A. do you live in, Alex?
Adams and Boulogne.
All right.
That's where I stay at, brother.
All right. Well, there's going to be somebody out there in your area who's listening, who's going to call in, and who's going to call you and offer you some help. And you promised me you were going to take it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Alex, you hang on there.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
One easy way to tell what you look like is to ask how much money your husband makes. Your husband makes $1 million a year. I want to see you naked. If your husband makes $35,000 a year, don't even bother showing it to me. I don't want to see. If you make twice the money your husband makes, you're hideous. Bottom line.
The Tom Leykis Show.
You're listening to Tom Leykis on 100.7 The Buzz.
Radio for guys.
Don't bother calling in about Alex because he chickened out and hung up. By the way, what he didn't tell you on the air that he told Dino is that he was planning on killing himself. And we knew that and tried to deal with it. Now, I hope he calls back. I do. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Chris on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son.
You're the dad I always wanted.
Yes, I am.
All right, Dad, here's the story. I'm dating this chick right now, and she's pretty hot. She's like the Paris Hilton type of a woman. And the problem is she only calls me once a week, and I give her a call to get some ass, and she doesn't return my phone calls. But she only calls me when she wants to basically do me. And the problem is, why doesn't she return my phone calls? I'm trying to figure this out. I live in a nice house. I'm in Beverly Hills. I got the poolside right here. I'm listening to Tom right now. I'm listening to my dad. And, it's just pissing me off because, I really want to get laid with this chick.
Why do you worry about it?
Well, she's pretty
Are you
hot,
that desperate?
No.
Apparently you are.
I really like her, though,
No, you're desperate.
I mean, I could get any chick I want. I'm a good-looking guy.
Then go do it.
Yeah, but, she's like a Paris Hilton,
Oh,
Not many of those around that...
Oh, come on. Look, if you're as successful as you say, you've got all of them at your disposal, go get them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I really like her, though. I kind of want to...
Pal.
I kind of see a future with her.
Pal, you're 22. There is no future with anyone.
Well, not an engagement. Just like, a banging future, every night.
You know what? If you had 6 plates spinning at the same time, you wouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's your problem.
So what do you think I should do? Just move on and just...
Move on, and she's got your number, and if she's interested, she'll call you. The more you call, the more you guarantee she won't call you.
And you know what's the funny thing? She loves your show,
Well, then you should get a clue.
Yeah, so it's like she's taking tips from you, so she's kind of like a rover, so she's doing on me.
She's putting you on ice. She's doing to you what I tell men to do to women.
Yeah.
And you're falling for it.
So I should just move on and just forget about it.
I told you that 3 times now.
All right, well, I'm gonna take your offer, Dad.
Before I let you go, son, Brian wants to say something to you. Brian?
Yeah, Tom, how you doing, Dad?
Okay, son.
Hey, you know what? You told this guy to stop being such a pussy. Tell him to go and set a ball. This is exactly what you teach us. We call for booty calls. That's it. He needs to understand this. If this guy really listens to you, he needs to go and set a nuts and realize that.
That's right.
You got to be kidding me here. Come on now. If he says he can get any chick and he's got this Beverly Hills poolside thing, then he shouldn't be dwelling on some chick that uses him as a booty call.
That's right.
All right, Tom, can you take me out African tribal style with a bong hit and a thank you, Jesus?
Here you go.
Thank you, Jesus.
Sunday night on E! We've got the hottest premieres this summer. Starting at 8, it reinvented the family sitcom. But this hit comedy wasn't all laughs. Get the real story and real emotion straight from the cast on the all-new E! True Hollywood story, Blossom. Then at 9, Het's girlfriends are heading to Vegas. You can bet they're in for a wild time. Pack your bags for an all-new The Girls Next Door. And at 10, on an all-new Filthy Rich cattle drive, the city slickers reach the end of their rope when the trail bosses pile on the chores. Saddle up for an all-new adventure. This Sunday night, E's got it all.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. The Tom Leykis Show.
You're listening to Tom Leykis on 100.7 The Buzz Radio. On 100.7 The Buzz Radio for guys.
Leykis 101. It's JT. Hello. JT. All right, we'll go look for JT. We'll say hi to Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom.
Steve.
Tom, I need some advice, man. How are you, first of all?
Do you care?
Yeah, actually I do.
I'm doing great.
Excellent. All right, Tom, I was dating this chick all throughout high school, right? And I joined the Army. She was going to wait for me, blase. I got a Dear John letter. She was seeing somebody else. I hadn't really talked to the girl much in 5 years, the last 5 years. All of a sudden, I get an invite to a wedding. She's getting married on Sunday.
Right.
And I don't know. It's like lately I've been thinking, I don't want her to get married. I guess, somewhere...
It's just your ego talking, pal. It has nothing to do with love.
Nothing to do with love?
Nope.
So, just let it go. Don't even worry about it?
She dumped you.
Yeah, I know.
She dumped you.
So, what's with the invite?
Women do that all the time. Look at me. Look how desirable I am. Look, the guy wanted to marry me. He's willing to sign the contract. You don't go to that wedding.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't think of one reason to go.
There isn't a reason to go.
I just wasn't sure. Like I said, lately I've been, wanting to call her, give her a call, talk to her for a minute.
Because it's your ego talking.
Huh.
You don't want to get married.
No.
Well, she does.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready for marriage.
Well, she is.
Yeah, I guess.
What do you mean you guess? The invitations have been sent out. You guess.
Yeah.
It's been printed in engraved stationery in black and white. Go back and look again.
Yeah, it's right there. She's doing it on Sunday.
She wants to get married. You don't. End of story. And she dumped you. How many more reasons do you need?
Yeah, that does it.
And you're 23. You're too young for this anyway.
I know. I hadn't even thought about her in 5 years.
No, that's my point. So if you loved her, you would have thought about her in the last 5 years, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd have been thinking about her and calling her.
Get over it.
All right.
Buck up.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom.
Be a man, pal. Unbelievable. One more hour of Leykis 101 coming up.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.